Welcome to Health with Hashimoto's. I am your host, Esther Yunkin. I'm a registered nurse helping women uncover root causes and regain energy. And this summer, I am excited to bring you the Hashimoto's Health Lab. This will be a series where we explore simple tools and strategies to support your health. Every week, I'm going to share a quick 10-minute episode about a specific tool or practice. We're going to cover everything from environmental detox to stress reduction to energy boosters and biohacks. Every single thing is designed to support you in your quest for better health with Hashimoto's. And of course, if you're ready for a deeper transformation, check out my Holistic Hashimoto's course. It is designed to guide you through identifying your unique triggers and root causes so you can focus your energy on what really matters. Are you ready to explore a new strategy for thriving with Hashimoto's? Let's dive in. This is the Hashimoto's Health Lab. Over the 150 episodes of this podcast, one thing comes up over and over, and that is stress. When you have an autoimmune condition, stress can be a trigger and it can exacerbate anything that's going on. Stress increases your inflammation. Stress increases all of the problems associated with our health. Stress is our enemy. You have to have a little bit of stress in order to be alive. Like that is how your body functions. But stress is huge. And that is why I have talked about it over and over on the podcast. That is why my guests keep bringing it up, because lowering your stress is a huge thing that you can do to impact your overall health. And of course, when I talk about health, I am talking the whole you: body, mind, spirit, diet, environment. Stress impacts all 5 of those. And so if we want one thing to focus on, let's look at stress. And so in this first episode of the Hashimoto's Health Lab, let's talk about an app that can help us lower stress. There's a lot of apps out there. And the reason why I'm saying an app today is because when I got my Hashimoto's labs done over the winter, my antibodies went up. And for me, I know that my stress increases every single winter. One of my stressors is the cold. Now, there is not an app. There's nothing I can do that will change the weather. But that said, to me, I need to focus more on slowing down. I need to have something that keeps me accountable for sitting down and just being for, 10, 15, 20 minutes a day. I need to spend time breathing. I need to spend time lowering my stress, not scrolling on my phone, but actually lowering my stress. Because when you're scrolling on your phone, your brain does not disengage. Your brain, it is a stressor for your brain. So I was looking for something that would keep me accountable and that would help me de-stress. And I found the Abide app. Now, there's a lot of apps online on the app stores that help you lower stress. There's apps to help you with breathing. There's meditation apps. There's a lot of different ones. Now, I found the Abide one specifically because I was looking for something that was biblically based. Doing your diaphragmatic breathing and doing meditation, those will lower your stress. I wanted something that also speaks truth and that has a foundation of eternal peace and joy. I wanted to incorporate that because your whole person, body, mind, spirit, like they're all connected. So in that time where I was spending just being, I also wanted a foundation of truth and peace. So I found the Abide app, like I said, and 94% of the people who responded to their survey, they said that this app reduced their stress. 94% of the people. And they had all rated their stress at mild to chronic. So 94% of people reduced their stress, and more than half said it was significant. 80% of people with mild to chronic insomnia said that it helped them sleep better. And this is awesome. We need better sleep. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and your mind is just racing? That has happened to me twice since I got this Abide app. My mind is just racing. I lay in bed for 20, 30 minutes, and at least the first night, I was like, this is silly. I have this app. I need to turn it on. So I took my phone off of airplane mode. I was squinting so that I didn't get a lot of blue light. Of course, my screen was dim, and I turned on the app, and they have sleep stories. And I was like, I don't know what the sleep story is. I just picked one, and it was so soothing. It wasn't weird because that was one of my worries, that I don't want something to be speaking to my subconscious while I'm falling asleep or while I'm sleeping. But it was so peaceful and wonderful. And I did wake up a couple times, and I think that it just kind of repeated some pieces. And because it was a 90-minute app, I want to say, or story. Anyway, I used it that first night, and then the second time it happened where I woke up and my mind was just racing, I immediately thought, okay, I need to turn on that app, and I fell asleep so much faster because it was just something to focus my mind instead of letting my thoughts race. It was wonderful. I got so much better sleep. So I can attest to that one. I don't have insomnia typically, but it definitely helped me sleep better. And I have heard from other people who use this app that it helps them sleep better. One person who answered the Abide survey said that it provides an atmosphere of peace and serenity. Another person said it provides peace and tranquility during stressful commutes. I have not used it during a commute, but I have used it while I'm sitting in my sauna. I have used it, like I said, at night, and it is a game changer because it makes you focus. And I do have a commitment to myself that when I open the Abide app, I will not do anything else on my phone. Sometimes when I'm listening to an audiobook, I will play a game or something, but this is not an audiobook. I have made a commitment to myself that I will be still, that all I'm doing is this app. I'm just doing this biblical meditation and I am breathing. Now let's talk about biblical meditation. Let's talk about meditation in general. Meditation is like worrying. When you're worrying, you are thinking about something over and over, approaching it from all different angles. You just keep replaying it in your mind. That is what meditation is, but the opposite. In meditation, you're thinking about a specific thing. Biblical meditation, you would be thinking about a verse or a concept or something about God, and you would be mulling it over from different angles over and over. You'd be repeating it throughout the day. That's biblical meditation. And that's what the Abide app does. It has a biblical meditation tab. And so every day you can go and do the biblical meditation and it's one verse. And it's 15 minutes of talking about it from different angles. And it's not an education thing. I do a lot of podcasts and things that are education. This is not an educational thing. This is not going into the Greek or the Latin or breaking down the Hebrew or tying different parts of scripture to this verse. It's going deep on that verse, letting you figure out what is the word speaking to you today. So for the listeners of this podcast, Abide gave me a link for you, and you have a free 30-day premium subscription by clicking on the link down in the show notes. It's abide.com/REF, like referral, REF/Hashimoto's podcast, all one word. And the link is down in the show notes. So I suggest pairing these meditations in the Abide app with a morning or evening routine. You always want to do a new habit with an existing routine. Or if you're trying to create a new habit, right? Because that's when you're going to be able to do it. So what does your morning look like? Do you have time where you can hit play on one of these biblical meditations? Or during your commute or during the evening, you're to put on something. The app has a lot of different options, and I can't wait to hear how you use it in your life to reduce stress, to increase sleep, and to help your overall health. That is what this summer series is all about, helping you have tools to improve your health. This podcast is for informational and educational purposes only. Please discuss any changes with your trusted healthcare provider. To take your next step, join our school community and explore the courses available there. You do not have to figure your health out alone. So that is school, SKOOL.com, and it is the Health with Hashimoto's community. I'll see you next time on the Health with Hashimoto's podcast.